G'day Patreon supporters. Sorry I'm a bit shaky today. Murphy's Law strikes again. I'm actually getting a bit worried about FrSky's quality control, to be totally honest. Sorry about the shaking. Parkinson's power up. The long range project. Now I put an R9 Slim in this wing. Doesn't work. Won't bind. Oh man, I mean I've tried everything, you know, all the normal stuff. No, it should be a simple process. It should bind. Follow the instructions exactly. The module's fine because it binds with the R9. I've gotten another model. But the R9 Slim, which I wanted to use in the super light project, nah, not talking. It's, oh, I don't know, look, see, I'll see if, hold on, jump cut. Right, you can see the R9 there. I've got it in the bind mode. I'm going to initiate bind on the transmitter over here. Here we go. So hopefully you can see everything. Oops, just push the bind. Where we go to bind. You can hear the noise, but the LEDs, they're not doing anything. They're not flashing. They're both hard, so it's waiting for a bind basically. Nothing happening. Got all the settings on the transmitter. I've tried different receiver numbers just in case, all sorts of things like that. But no, she is not working. Not working. Turn that annoying noise off. Not working at all. I even tried disconnecting the S-Bus and going through the PPM input just in case. I thought maybe there's something on the S-Bus line that might be upsetting the receiver. No, nothing. She is toast. Yeah, so I've had this and an L9R fail recently. I was doing some range tests. I was going to do some comparative range tests between the L9R and the, which I think I showed you earlier. I've got a plastic bag stuck to it now. How did that work? Oh, hang on. The bench is a mess. Oh, how did that bag get stuck on there? Never mind. Excuse me. Excuse the noise in the background. Yeah, so that was the setup jig I had. I've probably shown you this before with the L9R and the normal X6R, and I had the R9 on there. And the L9R, 200 meters maximum range at full power. It's not really very long range. So yeah, what's going on with FrSky? Is it just me? Am I just reviewer's curse? Am I just getting some more bad stuff? Because it, you know, how can I do? I have to go and order a new receiver now, which is a real pain in the ass. It's going to delay things by a couple of weeks by the time that gets here. Which is annoying because I really, well actually I might just use a 2.4 gig receiver in here just to make sure everything's set up, and then when the long range comes in, oops, there's my finger on this one. When the long range comes in, I'll just throw it straight in. Hopefully that'll work. It might save us a bit of time. Also, I suppose it's a good thing because this slim receiver has been discontinued, maybe because it was just a piece of crap. Maybe they just didn't work at all, because I see other reports on the net, people who couldn't get them to bind in either EU mode or non-EU mode, and even with the latest firmware and all that sort of crap, and I'm not going to go through that whole hassle. It just doesn't work out of the box. And the average user, if they buy something and they plug it in and it doesn't work, they're not happy. So I'm not happy. FrSky, are you listening? Please, I will go and order another receiver, small receiver, give me a chance to review that as well. But I'd have to say that, crap, this one anyway. There you go. I'm getting on with things here. There's a whole lot more. I've got a review, which I'll be doing in the next day or so, of a replacement for the AXN. Woohoo! Yes, because you can't get AXNs anymore. Couldn't find anyone that had AXN, so I'm looking at replacements. What is the new AXN? You'll find out in a day or two when I've finished the review. Anyway, carrying on here. And also other projects going on that in the background. Where are we? Tour of the deck, tour of the bench, tour of the bench. Here we go. I mentioned that FPV thing, you know, throw it up and gives you the, it will give you a relay station. Well, that's my 4-channel diversity board. It handles 4 receivers. There's one of my little receivers. As I say, initially I'm just going to use a standard receiver and put it into a standard video transmitter, just so that's the easy, low-tech way to do it. But this is probably what I'll be doing. I will update this circuit. It could be a lot nicer than this. I could use some surface mounts. I may do I'll publish the board, publish the firmware, so if people want to do the same thing. And of course I'm looking at antennas. That's the lovely circular wireless antenna. But I'm looking, this is a printed former from Thingiverse, 3D printed. It's actually not right. The spacing, the coil spacings are not dead right. I'm quite surprised at that. I'm going to try it out and see how it works. But you can actually see now the circular wireless helical is actually really, really top-notch helical. It is a brilliant, well-designed, well-built piece of kit. And if I just hold this over here, hopefully you can see, you'll see that if we line it up, if I can do that, come on, get out of the way. You'll notice that with the coils on the left lined up there, the ones on the right are out. It's actually, the spacing on this 3D format is too wide. The spacing between the coil turns is too wide. Now, it's not that critical, but it can make a difference. Not so much even to the gain, but to the polarized, or the radiation pattern, which means it may not be a nice, good lobe. There may be all sorts of funny things hanging off it. I don't have the Gedu, actually. I don't have a RF anechoic chamber to test that stuff, but we'll check this out, see how it works in practice, and if that doesn't work properly, then we'll use our own formers. I'll just show you how to make up a former and how to basically build up a decent helical, because this will be part, obviously if I'm having 4 of those receivers on my 4-way diversity board, I can have just an array of helicals. I won't need an omnidirectional, just an array of helicals, and cover the, if I use, I'll probably go down to about 3.5 turns, 4 turns, which should give me a wide enough beam that there'll be no null spots between the helicals. Anyway, that's what I'm working on for you guys, and right now I'm spitting. So never mind. I might contact FreeSky and see what they say, but I will order another receiver anyway. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned. Lots more to come. The weather's improving now. I was out here at, what time did I arrive here this morning? 7:30, I think it was, because the day started nice and sunny, and it's got a bit windy now, but the day was good, so I thought I'm going to get out. I'm becoming a morning person, because with the Parkinson's, it's really hard to sleep. So I wake up at 3 and 4 in the morning, and I won't be able to get back to sleep for a couple of hours, and if I do, then I'm feeling tired all day. So I just get up. I go to bed at 9 o'clock and get up at 3 or 4 in the morning. So I get a lot done early in the mornings. So now the mornings are lighter, I can come out here and do stuff. And no one around, so I'll be able to do some uninterrupted work. There you go, that's it. So that's just keeping you up to date with what's going on. Hopefully we'll see some progress shortly, but stay tuned for that review of the AXN alternative, or the AXN, alternative, I suppose. Not a replacement, because it's not made by AXN, but it looks like an AXN. Does it fly like an AXN? I've never been a fan of the Bixler. That's the Easy, what is it, the multiplex Easy Star or something copy. It's just a little bit frail around the front, and it doesn't seem to be as versatile. It flies well enough, but it's not as versatile as the AXN. The AXN, you can thermal saw it, and you can fly it. I've flown it at over 100 miles an hour. So the Bixler, I don't think, has that wide range of flexibility. We'll see if this other model, which I'm not going to tell you about it until it's done, we'll see if that's as good. I doubt it will be, because it looks a bit more like a Bixler than an AXN, but we don't know until we try. There you go. Keep me up to date. Your Patreon Extra. Stay tuned. There's probably going to be fairly regular updates for the rest of whatever, because now that I'm spending so much more time out here, I've got time to just grab the camera and do a quick talking head to the camera and keep you informed of what's going on. There you go, guys. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. Thanks for your support. Better get on with getting on. Bye for now.